Hey, Brian from SnakeBytes here. We have some really cool ball python eggs about to hatch. So we're going to take you guys into our incubator room and cut some eggs. You're watching SnakeBytes. We're here in my secret lair, the egg incubation room. Yeah, this is my walk-in incubator, and as you can see, this is where all the python eggs are. And this time of year, a lot of magic happens, just like this clutch that's just hatched this morning. This is a caramel glow bred to a double het caramel glow ball python. And as you can see, we have some ghosts that are 100% het caramel. We have some caramels that are 100% het for ghost. And of course the crown jewel, which is this beautiful caramel glow baby. Now these babies hatch almost every day this time of the year, but I'm not here to show you guys babies that are hatching. I'm here to talk about egg cutting. Now I've never done an egg cutting video before, mainly because I don't want to encourage people to cut clutches of eggs, because it can be kind of dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. So I'm going to show you some techniques that I use to really be safe. Let's go ahead and look at a few clutches that are due to hatch. Let's get some ground rules down really quick. All the eggs, just like this clutch right here, are all at least 55 days into incubation. At a normal 88 to 90 degree incubation, they're going to hatch on their own at 57 to 60 days. So cutting them at 55 is only a couple days early. Now you may ask, what's the advantage to cutting them? The truth is, when you're capped to producing these animals, a lot of things can go wrong. Sometimes they have the umbilical twisted, and if you don't cut the egg, you won't notice it. Sometimes they actually even don't have an egg tooth and they can't get their way out of the egg. They're a 100% healthy animal, but something's went a little bit wrong in incubation, so cutting the eggs actually increases your odds. But again, I'm not a proponent of cutting at day 50 or 52, although you certainly can do it, and you can do it where you're not really taking a chance and killing the animal. Again, I think you should be experienced, and I only want to show you things that are going to be the best chance for your survival with the eggs. All that you need is a fresh razor blade, and a flashlight comes handy, and some tender loving care when you're cutting these eggs. Let's go ahead and look at the first clutch. This is actually an axanthic pinstripe bred to an axanthic. So everything in this clutch should be axanthic, but half of them hopefully will be pinstripe axanthics. And as you can see how deflated the eggs get? That's what happens when they're in the later stages of incubation. Now what I do is I'm just very gently, just barely poking through the egg. As you can see, it goes through really good. And I try to keep as shallow of a cut as possible. Now I'm not going to cut the whole top of the egg off. I'm just going to make a little bit of a cut like this, just so that I can peek in there, and you can see right off the bat that's an axanthic pinstripe. So the first baby is exactly what we're hoping for. And you can see these blood vessels here. At this stage of incubation, breaking those blood vessels really aren't going to affect anything, but you still want to try to avoid it if you can. But again, these guys are going to be crawling out of the egg within the next couple days anyways, so it's not like I have to worry about those little things right now.
How old was Brian when he started growing his hair long? A, 11 years old, B, 15 years old, or C, 17 years old? Answer with a comment and keep watching to see if you're right.
Alright, this is a stinger bee to desert, which basically means that we're going for a tiger spider. Let's see here what we got. First animal looks like just a normal desert. Again, I'm just really gently trying to do this without, you can see I nicked some blood vessels there, but again, they're so far into incubation right now, it's no problem. There it is. There's our stinger desert right there. Or this is a desert tiger. Oh, you can see how beautiful that snake is. Let me just try to cut it open a little bit more. Again, it's not going to really hurt the animal, and it's really hard to see it, but that's exactly what we're shooting for. We're hitting, that's the triple gene that we were hoping for. So far it looks like we've only hit one of the triple gene, and there's the second of the triple gene right there. See that? Really reduced pattern. It's got the desert, and it's got the spider, and also the Enchi gene in there. So we hit two of them out of this clutch, which is pretty good odds. Okay, this is a het caramel albino to a pin caramel albino. And as you can see, there's some actual fuzz or mold that has grown on some of these eggs. To be totally honest with you, typically that doesn't really affect the egg as long as they don't go bad. Again, these guys smelled good. There was nothing that I see. Again, caramel pin, the first one that we hit. So that's a good sign. And again, I've been really lucky this year and had very little problems with any kinking. As a matter of fact, I've only had one animal out of about 25 baby caramels that had the slightest kink that you could barely tell. So let's hope our odds keep up this way. This is just a normal caramel albino. Let's see what we got here. I can already tell it's probably going to be a normal, which would be just a het caramel. Or no, I take that back. This is really interesting because, oh no, it's just a caramel. I was thinking it might be a dual fathered clutch, but that's another caramel albino. You can see my razor blade's getting a little bit more dull. I go through these razor blades pretty quick because the eggs really do it. Again, look at that, a caramel pinstripe. So we've hit 2 caramel pinstripes and 2 caramels out of 4 eggs. I'd say that's pretty good odds. Again, they're supposed to be normal looking babies that are het for caramel, and even pinstripes like this one right here. You can see, nope, another caramel pinstripes. So we hit 3 caramel pinstripes and 2 caramels out of 5 eggs. No normal looking snakes whatsoever. Fire het pied to a pin het pied. Let's see if we get lucky and hit some pied stuff in this clutch. Nope. Looks like maybe just a fire. Looks like a pinstripe. Just a normal het pied. There's a pied, but I cannot tell what's going on with it. Just see the white. This also looks like a light egg, so I wonder if there's a white snake in this one too. But I could be wrong. Yep, you can see there's a pied in there, but unfortunately I don't want to cut the egg big enough to see if it's a fire or a pinstripe, but at least there's a pied in there, so we have a good running chance of something really good. Again, another pied, but unfortunately you just can't see the pattern. These are all really high white pieds, so it's hard to tell if they're pinstripes or fires, or hopefully fire pin pieds is what we're really hoping for. Again, just trying to work my way around this egg without damaging anything. Looks like a normal het pied, possibly a fire het pied. Looks like another dark animal, so no pied here. Another het. Okay, last egg. Let's see if we can hit another pied here. Be nice. Well, we definitely hit another pied, but again, there's no way to really tell what it is. So it's a waiting game on this clutch. 3 chances. Again, I'm making just little windows in these guys. I'm not trying to hack the whole top of the egg off. I think it's important. That looks like a really pretty animal, but it looks like maybe just a pastel. You know, this looks like a pastel Enchi lesser, which means that I did have a pastel Enchi spider in this clutch at one point, lesser in this clutch. So I have a feeling that the Enchi fathered this clutch, because this looks like an Enchi pastel. So always interesting when you get dual fathered clutches. Last clutch to cut for the day. Tomorrow there's some more clutches, but I don't want to get those too early. So let's check this out. This is a cinnamon to a Woma lesser pin. Let's see if we hit the 4-bang gene in this guy's. Right off the bat, what do we got? Well, it looks like that's it. That's a Cine Woma lesser pin, the first egg. Wow, that's really nice to hit that quad gene in the first egg. Let's see what else we get. This is fantastic. It's always a little anticlimactic when you hit the animal on the first shot, then you cut a bunch of normal babies afterwards. But you know what? It looks like we've got another Woma lesser pin right here, which is really hard to tell because it's upside down, but you can tell by the color of the animal that it's definitely something that's interesting. Pretty sure that's a Woma lesser pin, but again, we'll have to wait. Last egg for the day, guys. Just pull this flap up a little bit. And what do we got here? It looks like just maybe a Woma lesser pinstripe in this egg, but still not bad odds. Not bad for a day's work, huh? There's some really cool animals that are about to crawl out of the eggs in the next 4 or 5 days. Now, I can't stress to you guys enough, I don't want you to just go get a razor blade and start hacking up your snake eggs, because you can lose animals. I know a lot of people that have cut the eggs either too early or messed with them too much and actually had animals die. But it's never a problem if you do it responsibly, and as you can see, there's always some really cool surprises.
Snake bites. All I see is snake bites. I'm tired of stupid snake bites.
When you don't watch SnakeBytesTV, you don't know how to handle snakes. When you don't know how to handle snakes, you get bit. When you get bit, you might lose an arm. When you lose an arm, you can't work and you get fired. When you get fired, you end up sitting in the rain and drink all day. Don't sit in the rain and drink all day. Watch SnakeBytesTV.
Oh, my head. Rain.
When you don't watch SnakeBytesTV, you don't know how to work with Amazon tree boas. When you don't know how to work with Amazon tree boas, you get bit. When you get bit, you bleed on the floor. When you bleed on the floor, accidents happen. When accidents happen, things get knocked over. When things get knocked over, Lori gets mad. When Lori gets mad, Chewy gets punched in the gut. Don't get Chewy punched in the gut. Watch SnakeBytesTV.
You guys ready for another cool Zoom Ed and SnakeBytesTV giveaway? Well, we're gonna give away this Reptibreeze, which is a screen cage, and I'm actually gonna keep some chameleons in it. I'm pretty excited about it, but here's your chance to win. All you have to do is go to Facebook, like both Zoom Ed and SnakeBytesTV, and put a caption on this picture. Now remember to tag both of us in it. Good luck, guys.
Okay guys, so it's the start of summer, and I know for a lot of you that means you're going to be spending a lot of time outdoors looking for reptiles. We want to know your field herping stories. What cool things have you found in the wild? What cool things do you really hope to find one day? Leave a comment below and let us know.
So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. There certainly were some really cool babies. I can't wait for them to hatch to show you guys. And speaking of that, if you want to see pictures, I'm always tweeting and Facebooking them. Follow us over at SnakeBytesTV. Until next time, this has been Snake Bites.
How old was Brian when he started growing his hair long? If you guessed A, 11 years old, you're right. What a hippie.